Okay, good morning everyone. Good day sa tanan, maayong adlaw sa tanan. Welcome back to my tutorial videos and tutorial channel. And shout out sa tanan nga nag-share, sige share og like sa akong mga videos. Daghan kayong salamat. And those kung sa tanan pod nga gatanaw, thank you so much. I really hope makatabang ni sa inyo ha. So today po, we will be discussing about quadratic equations. Okay? So, unsa ba na siya nga type ng equation and how can we solve quadratic equations? Okay. To begin, let us first define or let us first read its definition. Okay. It says here that a quadratic equation in a single variable is any equation that can be written in the form ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, and c are real numbers and a must not be equal to 0. In other words, dapat daw si a, b, and c are real numbers and a here must not be equal to 0. And this form of the equation is what we call the standard form. Standard form siya, class, if the right side of the equation is equal to 0. Klaro? Okay. Now take note. To solve for a quadratic equation means to find the values of the unknown which satisfy the equation. And these values are what we call the roots or the solutions of the equation. So in other words, pangitaon dyan po nato ang value sa unknown when we are to solve for quadratic equations. Okay? Actually, in solving the quadratic equations, there are many ways to do that. No? We have 4 ways or 4 methods in solving quadratic equations. But first, let us begin, number 1, by extracting the roots. Okay, ma-solve nato si quadratic equations by first extracting the roots nga method. Okay? To do that, let us consider the square root property. Okay? The square root property says that if x squared is equal to a, where a must not be equal to 0, then x is equal to positive negative square root of a. In other words, duwa iyang root. Okay? Kung si x squared daw is equal to a, and we take the square root property to both sides, atong i-take yung square root to both sides, okay? By the law of radical, makancel natin si square root, so x na lang mabilin, right? Then that is equal to positive negative square root of a. Okay? In other words, duwa ang value ni a. X is equal to negative square root of a, and x is equal to positive a. So, duwa iyang roots. Okay? Ina nila paggamit sa square root property. You take the square root to both sides of the equation kung square root. No? Take note that when a is less than 0, meaning negative, then consider the imaginary number I is equal to the square root of negative 1. So, let us begin that to our examples. Okay, i-apply natin siya. The first method is by extracting the roots. So let us solve the following by extracting the roots. Number 1. Solve x squared is equal to 5. Okay, so inunaan na siyang forma, square root property. Dapat si number constant na sa right side sa equation. So kanina plus star na, x squared is equal to 5. So therefore, we need to solve for x. Though we kay to the power of 2 man siya, so dali ka kay siya plus, no? So we take the square root of both sides of the equation. Kay power of 2 man siya, so square root siya. I-square root na to ang both sides. Klaro? Then, gusto mapilin diri, x na lang. Kaya nga naman, si square root o si power of 2 kay makancel man. Okay? So, x na lang diri sa left side. Diri sa right side is positive, negative, square root of 5. Okay? Therefore, the roots are x is equal to negative square root of 5 and x is equal to square root of 5. So, duwa. No, imurang gibungkag. No? Kay positive, negative man. So, imong gibungkag ang negative then ang positive. Nasabtan, class? Okay. Simple na ka siya, no? Now, let's move on to example number 2. You are given x squared is equal to 9. Okay, na-plaster na Japon siya. Kaya ang constant na number nga na nasa right side sa equation. So again, pareha na siya sa itong gibuhat din sa number 2. Okay? Ay sa number 1. So we solve. So we take the square roots. Square root to both sides of the equation. So, you have now x is equal to positive, negative. What is the square root of 9? You have 3. Okay? Makuha man nato ang square root sa 9. Kaya makancel sa 2. So, meaning to say, our roots are x is equal to negative 3 and x is equal to positive 3. Okay, nasabtan, class. Dali na kayo siya sabton, no? Dali na siya, actually, dali na siya. Kaya na naman tayo idea on how to solve linear equations. So, in linear equations, we find the unknown, and it's just the same as the quadratic equations. So, in number 3, you are given 3x squared minus 27 is equal to 0. So, unsa tong first buhaton? Okay. Since 0 man si right side of the equation, ato siyang ipareha in ani. Meaning to say, ang kaning number nga negative 27, i-transpose na to dito sa right side. Can you follow? Sige. We'll do that. Okay? Solution. 3x squared. As I have said, si negative 27, ibalin na to sa right side, is equal to positive 27. Okay? Now, nana siya, preparehan na taani. Don't be kay here, x squared naman, no other number except 1. So, kanina naman siya 3. So, what are we going to do? We will divide both sides by 3. Okay? So, i-divide doon na to sila 3 both sides. Para x squared na ang mabilin din sa left side. So, you have x squared. Makancel na to si 3. So, is equal to, what is 27 divide 3? We have, of course, we have 9. No, x squared is equal to 9. Pareha na siya aning number 2. No? So, x squared is equal to 9. So, let's solve for x. So, we take the square root to both sides of the equation. You have x is equal to positive, negative is 3. Right? Kay square root ni 9 kay 3 man. Mao na siya itong isolve sa number 2. X squared is equal to 9. So therefore, our roots here is, our x is equal to negative 3 and x is equal to 3. So simple as that. Dali na kayo masolve. Okay. So, mga simple-simple pa siya. Number 4. Okay. So, we are given 3x squared plus 27 is equal to 0. So, kung sa itong gibuhat sa number 3, maumaw na sa number 4. I guess, pre-parehas na galing na minus lang diri, dito is plus. Okay, here, the same process as what we did in number 3. So, we will transpose 27 to the right side of the equation. So, you have 3x squared is equal to negative 27 na siya. Okay, kaya positive man siya, itong ibalin sa right side, that becomes negative. So, sa next natin buhaton, dapat x squared na mabilin sa left side. We will divide both sides by 3. Okay? So, here, makancel nato si 3, kaya 3 divide 3 is 1. So, ang mabilin, x squared is equal to, what is negative 27 divided 3? That is equal to negative 9. Okay? So, x squared is equal to negative 9. Again, we need to find the value of x. So, by extracting the roots, okay, we will extract both sides of the equation by the square root. So, you have cancel. You will have x is equal to positive, negative. Ito mali siya. Using this one, you have I, ano naman na siya, class? Ako pakita. Square root of 9 times the square root of negative 1. Correct? So you have x is equal to positive, negative. Kung sa'yo value ni square root of negative 1, ano? So I is square root of 9. So padayon ta, x is equal to positive, negative. Kung sa'yo square root ni 9, we have 3. 3i. You copy I. Okay? So na-apply na to sa imaginary number I if negative atong radical. So therefore, the roots are x is equal to negative 3i and x is equal to positive 3i. Okay? So, at least, na may idea lang na yung mga i na dayon. No? Kaya basin sa quiz, matingala na din mo, no? Na naging i kasi wala nagtutuan na. Okay? Now, let's move on to another example. Okay? You are given x squared, x minus 2 to the power of 2 is equal to 16. Okay, naipudi siya nga type sa example class. As you observe, this is a binomial raised to a second power that equal to a constant sa right side. So, kani siya, na-cluster na ni siya. All we need to do is to use the square root property diretsyo. Okay? So, dali na ni siya. Since to the power of 2 man ta, we raise the square root to both sides of the equation. Diretsyo na. No? So, porque pare-pareho naman siya to the power of 2, like mga inananin. The power of 2, pareha naman siya, daan. So, makancel nato si radical o si power na bilin diri kay x minus 2 is equal to positive, negative. What is the square root of 16? You have 4. Okay? So, we need to solve for x. So, ibalin pa natin si negative 2 dito sa right side. So, you have x is equal to, si negative 2 ito ibalin, so ma-positive 2 plus minus 4. Okay, can you follow? Now, let's solve for x. Bungkado na to class. Break na to into two equations. X is equal to 2 plus, atong gamiton, 4. Then that is, what is 2 plus 4? You have 6. Ang isa, x is equal to 2 kay plus minus manidiri. No, plus minus. So minus na po. Minus 4, you have x is equal to negative 2. So therefore, our roots are x, negative 2, and x is equal to 6. Okay? So muna chada siya, praktisan class, no? I-solve ninyo, no? Okay. Okay, that's all for extracting the roots method. I hope na may masabtan aling nga method. Sa next na akong video, that will be the second method, which is by factoring. Okay, daghang salamat for watching my videos. I hope you don't forget to share it to your friends and to your classmates. No? Thank you and daghang kayong salamat.